Hey folks, Mike and McGee here. In today's video, we're going to go through Mary's garden and we're going to see what she's been up to while we haven't been looking. I think the first thing she had out here that started producing was the peas. She planted them in February when I planted my potatoes. Back about that same time I was planting potatoes, she was planting English peas. It takes them a long time to come up at that time of year, but it's really good. They start building that big, good root system, and when they come up fast. They're taller than me. I'm 6 foot tall. And the peas that she grows, you eat the pod and everything. It's sweet as sugar. You got cabbages all through here looking good. Are you spraying them or something? No sprays. I don't see any holes. Maybe one or two little teeny ones, but hardly any. She's gonna cut my broccoli pretty quick here. It looks to me like you got cabbages that's ready to go as well. Man, oh man, what's that?
That's
Cauliflower. One thing about broccoli is when it gets ready to cut, you need to cut it, because what the broccoli head is actually is the bloom. It's a flower. And all those little round things are the flowers. And when they open up, they're still edible, but they ain't really like broccoli. And I don't know, they might get a little bitter, I'm not sure. But if you leave this plant, it will shoot out little broccoli sprouts out the sides, and you can have a secondary harvest later. You got a duck stalking you. Mary, I see you got a fence around here. What's that all about?
keep the chickens out.
Keep the chickens out. The ducks really don't bother it?
Mostly they don't.
For the most part, the ducks, what we've noticed, they come in and stick their beaks in underneath the mulch. If you didn't notice, we do the wood mulch system. And we've been, was it third year? I think this is the third year on the wood mulch system. As you go, every year gets a little better. The first year is the toughest year on the wood mulch system, but we have it in a video when we very first started that system here. Show you how we did that. But the ducks get in there and they find the bugs, and I don't doubt that they eat dirt. I don't know. It looks like they're eating way more than what bugs could be there. But last year our corn didn't have any cornworms in it, and that's the only thing I can attribute it to is the ducks, because we pretty much kept the chickens out last year, because chickens do tend to peck your tomatoes and do a couple naughty things that the ducks don't do. Won't you show me your onions, Mary? Okay, these onions we got at the Livingston Garden Center. Can't actually remember the names of them, but I got 3 types, I think. Red, yellow, and white, maybe?
I think these are the same.
Okay.
It was red candy apple or something like that.
Yep. And then all the yellow ones are the same? Oh, Patterson, yes, that was the name of an onion. So according to what they had written down up there, these Pattersons are supposed to store like for a long time, like 9 to 12 months or something like that. That's something that we go for, as long storage. We like that, because what's the use of raising a ton of good, wonderful onions if they're just gonna go bad on you, or if you have to quickly cut them up and freeze them? Not that much fun. Anyway, they're looking like they're gonna do really good. Have you put any special fertilizer on them, or?
Every week.
Every week? What do you use?
I use fish emulsion and some stuff that I can make with hay and horse manure.
Okay. She makes her own tea, garden tea.
They do the best on the fish.
Yep.
Definitely, since I started,
Boy, this one here is huge. Huge. Yeah, so we'll be looking at the harvest of those later. They're still not ready to cool. Several people have asked me if I still do the super hot peppers. The answer is Mary does the super hot peppers. We've got Carolina Reapers, pretty much the world's hottest pepper. We've got ahi lemon, and down there we've got the lemon starburst. This isn't all of them, but it's probably half, you think?
Oh, it's half. Yeah, I planted half. And then I'll plant some in buckets.
She last year grew some in buckets. It really worked out great. So this year the plants look great. Hopefully they will continue to grow fast, because even at their fastest growing, they just barely slide in before the frost is hitting us in the fall of the year. So we're hoping for that. We have these started in our friend's greenhouse in Muddy Pond, because he's up and rolling early. I think he started these in February or early March, something like that. It would have been better if we could have got them started actually December or January, but in those cold months, it sort of slips my mind. Last year, jalapenos was the main pepper she grew that did very good, and we had a absolute, what would you call it, monster bumper crop. So they look like they're doing good. This mulch is fresh. Did the boys start this?
We did it yesterday,
yeah. She's got some good garden helpers when I don't haul them off to do other things. And they help her. Is that sunflowers?
Sunflower communities.
Yeah, okay. Big zinnias. And sunflowers?
Yep.
What do you got on that trellis?
Cuca, also Caleb.
Is that Caleb's?
Yep.
Ah, so Caleb has a little something going here. They look good too. Nice and green. Did you start them or he started them?
He did.
Wow. Little Caleb's got the green thumb. Did he build that thing himself too?
Oh, kind of. Mom helped me too.
Okay. He had help. Well, it's good to get help. I think that he's going to have a great thing going there. They might outgrow that a little bit, but in the past we grew some like that over on some new ground back when I was still living at home, and they did great. Don't let me step on anything. Yep, you can definitely see okra there. So are these the bush beans? Are these Blue Lake?
Contenders.
Contenders. She grew them last year. Was that your first year on them?
Yep.
And liked them. And she's got some more planted up here. There is more nuts.
Yeah, those are Roma.
Roma. That's those flat Italian beans. We just had 50-degree weather just the other night, so it's just now getting good tomato growing weather. What is this?
Just came up there.
I think it's garlic, but I don't know.
I was gonna see about.
Interesting. And you've got cucumbers growing here.
Those are the ones I started in February.
Really? They're starting to look pretty good. Are those the ones we ate the other day?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We have a few more. Thankfully, now they don't have those roosters. Maybe they'll make it.
Yeah, we had some roosters eating them, and the roosters actually got eaten themselves. All right, I'm gonna do a walkthrough with you with some music playing, and you could just see what else she's got here. Some of the things we might not have talked about, and you may recognize them when you see them. But anyway, hope you have a great day. We'll see you on the next video. I just counted 20 ducks in and around this garden, and I know that's not even all of them. Oh, you little cayuga. They can't fly, so that's the trump card that the mallards possess.